My name is Scott Redler, Chief Strategic Officer of T3Live.com. I hope you had a great weekend. So listen, it's been a very volatile period the past 2-3 weeks. Lots of tech names 20 to 50% off their all-time highs, and it's fast and furious, and definitely good ways to navigate it, and some not so good. So with that being said, Friday we had a little bit of a reversal, lots of exhaustion, bottom tails. The question is, was that the bottom? And nobody knows until we see more trading. How do we figure that out? We figure out if a new active sequence starts. What does that entail? Maybe making higher lows to Friday's lows and seeing some tech start to rebuild, and just seeing some continuation. Right now the SPYs are only down $1. They were down 2.5. What did I do so far? I bought a little bit more SPYs. Before pre-7 o'clock, I bought a tiny bit of Qs, a little bit of Apple. So I bought a little things, kind of anticipating maybe a few red to green trades, because I really went home very light on Friday. A lot of guys had a lot of success buying the SPYs and the Qs and some things for those active red dog reversals. And the play was really to take home a third. Since I wasn't here, I didn't really take home a third. So now this little down open to me is a buying opportunity. What's kind of turning things around right now is the news that Tepper thinks Amazon's not expensive. So now Amazon just went from down 30 to up 4. So that's what's driving the tape this morning, which had me also buy a little bit more Apple below 120, and some Qs just in case. So anyway, here's a chart of the S&P. Here is your low, your higher low. Now for today, I was saying, hey, I think if we could hold 37.89 and get back above the 50-day, maybe we're rebuilding here. The Qs have been a problem. Okay, at this point, we'll see. We had that red dog reversal. What's a red dog reversal? Went below 300, hit 297, came above it, gave a nice move. Now the Qs right here, coming off those lows. I bought some before 7 o'clock. I don't like to buy too many things pre-market because I'm doing the work for the morning call and the Redler premium, so I don't want to be too distracted, because then all of a sudden when I'm doing all that, that's why I'm doing the morning call at 8:23, because I'm trading, whereas I should be getting everything done, and that's why you have to look for those charts. So anyway, that was the move there. So the question is, here I said, could we make a higher low above 302, 304? So far we did that. We'll see if we rebuild here. Still 10% off highs. Hard to say what's next here, but I do think some things can go red to green, so that's what I'm trying to trade. The IWM, I did not go with this. Some guys caught a red dog reversal here too. It's back into this range. We'll see how that responds. On the stronger side, you had the XLF, okay, which still holding higher, loves rates higher. So we'll see, does this trend of strength stay above the 8-21 day to stay special, or does money rotate? That's what we're trying to figure out. I did post 2 charts that aren't really financials, but they're sometimes in this group, and someone's like, hey, Redler, look at the chart of MasterCard. Looks great. Look at this sideways channel above the moving averages, bull flag on top of like a cup and handle. So maybe with stimulus checks going out and this and that, perhaps MasterCard shows some leadership. So I might put on a call spread here. Visa's kind of looking the same, big time spot, where it's going sideways, and everyone gets these stimulus checks, and maybe they start using their credit card more, et cetera, and that's fees, and then perhaps Visa can go. So MasterCard and Visa, I think, are probably names to look at. I don't know how they trade. Sometimes they don't trade like with continuity and and momentum. So it might be better to do some, go out like 3 weeks and do an option play. That's what I might do here. Anyway, moving on. The cannabis group got hit like everything else. I got stopped out of my ETF. I'm still in some options, and anyway, we'll see if this rebuilds a little bit. And then go into high beta tech land. Let's start with Apple. Apple, I did not take it home, so I bought some this morning. We'll see, does it go green? To me, Apple is like a good tell today, because it's not a high valuation name, it's not a growth name, it's really like, kind of value, kind of growth, kind of retail, all the things you would think could benefit in the next 3 months. So, and if it can't go up, then maybe it's telling us that, tech is still hard to approach. So anyway, I did buy some, a little bit off lows. We'll see, does it go green and start to rebuild and hold this, 118 area, or all of a sudden does it open down $1 and close down more than that, and then seem like this would be taken out to a move to 114. If that's the case, then when tech's not out of the woods. So we'll see. So Apple, I bought a little bit this morning. We'll see how it responds. Amazon already, $30 off the lows because of Tepper's comments. It's at 305. If it does rally, where could it go? I guess 3,058. I'm going to see how it reacts and responds. It's really a hard trader. Did hit 2881, which was above this spot. It's trying to get back above the 200-day. If it holds in there and gets better, maybe there's more action here. So where could it go to again? 3,060 is a spot. Right now, it's got to hold 3,000 in order to get to 3,060, and then we'll see what happens. Move thereafter. There's 3,087. Google's been, is Google really down 28 points right now? No, it's down 14. Some probably along Google from Friday. It showed some relative strength. It looked like if we were going to get some follow through, that this one would be one that could perhaps. Let's see. I put a lot of this lower, so. Does seem like, if this were to break out above 2145, maybe that would finally give a little bit of a green light that some tech could continue to the upside, etc. So, but we'll see. Facebook is interesting to me just because, again, it's not Apple, but it, to me, falls in that spectrum of it's not like a crazy PE name. Okay, it does have some growth. People freaking love Instagram. My son's all over Instagram. I don't think he's looked at a TikTok in friggin' 3 months. But anyway, he's also getting older. And it's been doing nothing. And you have a defined pattern here. If this were to get above 268, you would think it could do something. So I might put on another call spread. I'm not so sure. We're going to have to figure that out. And if it can get above and stay above this spot, maybe I'll even put it on as a trade. But every time I've bought it in here, it's hurt. But it's tight. So we'll see. A lot of guys made good money short in NVIDIA. If that's you, congratulations. It's definitely oversold. I would not be, looking to really press NVIDIA down here. If anything, maybe it rallies up to 510 or something. And then, Tesla, tough name. How it was really for sale on Friday, and then it reversed. It's down only 7 now, so we'll see. Does this go green? And it could do some work where it tries to come back up and see 600 or 619, but I wouldn't be so. So I was like, Red Dog, was that the low of March? You said Chase would buy it at 520. I'm like, well, so far I went to 539, and I'm not long it. I'm not going to be overly focused there either. It's just a very tough whippy name unless I see something drastic where, futures come down, it shows some relative strength, we could buy it to go green. But it's already well off the morning lows, so that makes the trade a little tougher. Because I thought Tesla would be vulnerable, I have avoided NEO pretty much this entire year. Yes, I could have made money short and this and that, but it's not exactly what I do well. So anyway, this is when it broke lost special status. Now maybe you could be a buyer versus 31.91, I guess, just for some trades, but it's pretty broken. It's going to need some time, so just take trades there. Same thing with FCell. We rode it the entire way up, held it until it got too stretched and became not special. Red Dog reversal right here to sell it. We actually sold this pretty damn perfect. It's one of the few we sold perfectly, and then got confirmed that it was done here. And now, I guess we could try and buy some verse 11, for little trades. And I'm not expecting huge trades. I'm little trades. What's FCell doing today? It's down 13 cents. I don't know where could it go. It could rally back to here if it wants to, I guess, or it's already back there, so 14-ish. So a lot of these broken names have some room to rally. It's just a matter of, will they and how much. In SPAC land, last week they took a lot of the air out. They started doing that once the Lucid deal was announced through CCIV, and they sold that. CCIV, I guess, is scalpable versus 20 now. Before it was down $1. Now it's only down 65 cents. Just little trades there. It's broken, so you don't want to be too enamored with it, but there definitely could be some trades there for something. And now, like, Amazon's flattish, so we'll see. We'll see how this day develops. So far we're well off low. So if you were in early and you were buying some things, there's been some early morning stuff to do. But I think that this could be. I if you were looking, do you want to be in this stock now? That I think you have a lot less risk down here. I think you could buy dips, and some guys accumulated a lot of it down there. I know I did get pretty caught in this GSAH, thinking I could buy the dip in here, and it went all the way down to there. I got very, very big, so I did sell some into the rally on Friday just to get out of some. Where could it go to? Maybe 1166. I don't know, but that I'm only buying weakness. I'm only going to buy weakness. I think these things are going to stay. Now, they're not going to be blockbuster trades anymore. I don't think, where they're going to be trading at 15, 17, 20 pre-deal just because of what happened. They're going to wait to see what company comes in and then figure it out. And then de-SPACing has been tough too. So anyway, I'm still in this. I bought a lot in the hole. Maybe gets to there. I'm still in BTWN. I actually bought a little bit this morning. I do think that maybe he can get back to here, but they need to announce what company. Those are the only two SPACs that I had left. On the other side of the trade, Ford still looks good. Maybe it could trend above 1280. GM I'm not in, but I'm going to look at. Still holding up here. Looks as if perhaps there could be a decent trade to the upside. Here, get above 55, then you have 57. Held support this entire time. If the trade stays where like Caterpillar wants to continue to be special, some are long versus 211, maybe gets above 226. Deere looks the same, where it's just trending, but I don't know if that's going to continue. We'll see. Facebook actually just went green. Look at that. That's a fast move. Apple's only down 80 cents now. So, yeah. Tepper says Amazon not expensive, getting bullish on stocks. We saw that, Josh, but that's cool. Kathy, CMC today at 3 o'clock, very likely. Give new Tesla 5-year targets. Okay. So, things are coming up. Anyway, we'll see. What else? Some guys are still trying to find a little bit of a bottom in Palantir. Hasn't been, so people like, high, lower, high, broke here, boom. Bitcoin, to me, is acting very well. I did add some back in here. I was trying to buy a dip here. Got too cute, didn't get to my spot, but I think I bought some back in on these 2 days. I'm back to like about 30% of what I had. If you remember, I was really bullish here. Got my account fully in it. And up into here, I was, out of 75%, and then back here, I got back to like 30 or 50. Trimmed some of it into this. I'm like, I'm 10% of what I'm holding, and then didn't really get any into here. And then I think I got back to 20. Now I'm into about 30, 35% of what I want. If you can get above 52, maybe it continues. You would think with the carnage and momentum, they would have been able to take Bitcoin down, and they didn't. So perhaps that means it's, has higher highs in front of it. So I did, I sold the 57. So I'm like, and I'm not perfect, but I could buy the 48s. So that's what I did there. But I'm not expecting the Bitcoin and miner names to go nuts. They're kind of not doing that. So I'm kind of avoiding. We had a little trade in SOS and came back in. Again, I'm not really focused on these things. I'm focused more on, the bigger names, because those are the ones that got beaten up, and I think there's going to be some opportunities, etc. I am in GME call spread for this week. It does look like, hey, maybe it gets above 152. If it does, then you have 184, and then 212s right there. There was some news this morning that they are, trying to figure out their digital approach moving forward. So maybe that helps. We'll see. That's it. It's 8:34. I want to get this out. So far, the SPY is now only down 26 cents. Listen, guys, if you want to hear more from me, tune in at 6:30. I do a quick little 10-minute, live call on my, my public feed, and then we post about 30 charts by 8 o'clock and helps with some of the morning, stuff before now. And then, the note and everything's usually done by around 8:45. So you still have 45 minutes to ingest it and think about it and get ready for your day. So we'll take, we'll take each day, step by step to figure out, was Friday the low or was it just an oversold bounce? Can we buy a dip here and there for trades, not for, stay with. I'm going to try and take some trades. I might sit in things a little bit longer to give it more of the benefit of the doubt, but again, I'm still tactically trying to just make some money every day and rebuild my quarter again. I did have myself about a third drawdown from my highs, which we said was somewhere in, I don't know, February something or other, and now I'm just trying to, methodically put together March without too much risk and, gonna trade what's in front of me and try and put what's in front of me in front of you so we can make some money and slowly get back. But we'll see. We'll see. I think a lot of guys, some guys are at the highs of their quarter and their month, and like, wow, I've been navigated it perfectly. That's you. Congratulations. If you gave back your whole quarter, your whole month, and you're down, then hopefully this weekend you looked at what you did wrong and how you didn't sell some strength and didn't obey the 8 and 21 day rule. If you look back at where these things broke the 8 and 21 day, and if you would have got these swing trades there, think about how much money you could have saved yourself. But those are learning experiences. And now it's Monday, 8:36. We'll figure it out. Things are coming in a little bit off that morning move we just had. There's going to be lots and lots of trades today. So, don't feel like you have FOMO for everything. Just take it methodically and stay in control. Good luck today, guys.